Hello Lash Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany and today's video is how to handle delicate lashes. I must say that unless you feel proficient in volume lashing, 0.05 and 0.03, I would avoid using this technique. Delicate or mature lashes are not suitable for classic. They will cause damage. So this video is really for people who have the skill of using 0.03 and 0.05, and I'm going to talk about the technique I use for my more mature and delicate lash clients. Okay, we're going to do a little drawing, but before I start, I want to make some notes. We are using a 5 or 6 millimeter through 11 millimeter, only. These are going to be 0.03. Small amount of lashes, nice wide fans. I prefer a C curl actually for this because I find it looks more natural. It's easier to work with these really tiny lashes, and it ends up working out a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to do a side view of the eyeball. So imagine here's your eyeball. Right here, side view, right? So up here is the lid. I'm going to make a magnified version of the lid in like sections, okay? And the top section, we're going to color code it so that it's easier to remember. That's red. It's not even, sorry. Then we have blue, and green is at the bottom. Okay? That's a bulgy eye. Oh, well. All right, so we have bulgy eyes too. Yes. They're fun to work with. Okay, so what we're going to do is, as far as layering goes, you're going to use your longest ones at the bottom. This is going to be the area of the longest part of the lashes. Let's say the 11s, okay? Here's your 11 millimeters. Then we're going to go up to the middle layer, and that's going to be your 10s. And then on the top layer, you're going to add your 9s. You could do 10s if you wanted, but let's just say 9s. That was what that does with the Russian style. It gives you a very clean line. But because you're using a nice wide fan, you're actually going to have a much softer, more textured look than you would if it was traditional Russian with the fans pointing outward and the medium to narrow fan. These are going to be fans placing so that they're facing straight up like you would a regular volume set with a nice wide fan. Okay, now we're going to go into an overview as if you were doing the lashes. So this would be the right eye. So the right eye, so the nose is over here and the ear is over here. Okay, and we're going to give it a really simple basic map like this. This is the midline of the eye. We're going to give it, this will be the longest section over here. Then it will come down to like a 10 and a 9, and then these will be, let's just do 6 through 10. I'm going to talk about this inner corner last because this is a little tricky, but this section and this section is a lot easier. So we're going to start with your top layer. That's the red. Remember, top part of the lash line? We're going to do that in red. That's going to be, remember, let's look, 9. So our 9, as you're going through, and let's say you start at the top, you don't have to, you can start wherever you're comfortable. So, right? These are going to be your 9s in there. This is going to be 2 shorter, so you're going to put 8s here, and then you might throw some 7s in. There's not a lot of lashes in that area, so you want to just be careful with that. We're going now to the midsection. It's going to get a little bit longer, so that's the 10s. Here we're working in here. So the next middle layer is going to be 10s. Okay? These are going to get a little longer also. So these are going to be 9, and these will be 8s. And then we go to, I just did it in red. That was the bottom layer. That's right. Sorry, I got myself confused. Okay, now we're going to do the green, and this is the bottom layer of the lashes. Right here, it's the longest. These are 11s. So in this section, this is the longest. This is the layer that is closest to the waterline or the eyeball itself. So that's what it's kind of mapping out to. There you are for those sections, which are going to get a little bit longer as well. Now, when you're working with the inner corner, you don't have as many layers. So basically what I'm going to tell you is follow start with a 6mm as you're going on the inner corner, right? And as it gets a little bit longer and you start to see a difference in the lash layers, it becomes more noticeable. Go ahead and start adding another layer. It might just be a 7 on the top and then an 8 on the bottom. It might be that you mix 2 until you get to a thicker part of it, but it's basically the same theory as this. It's just going to be a gradual progression because of the lack of lashes in the lash line as it becomes closer to the inner corner. And that's generally what I do when I'm dealing with delicate lashes. Thanks for watching my video. I know delicate lashes can be very frustrating to work with, but with patience, you can learn to make them full and fluffy without damaging them. If you have any further questions or comments, leave it in the comments section down below. Go ahead and hit my subscribe button and ring that bell. I look forward to seeing you at the next video.